Want a clean Kali Linux install on your PC without the headache? In this video, I'll show you every step from requirements and downloading the ISO to creating a bootable USB with Rufus to the actual installation and first boot setup. Let's jump straight in. Here's what you'll need: a PC that supports booting from USB, a blank USB drive, at least 8 gigabytes recommended, a stable internet connection to download files, a Windows PC or another system to create the bootable USB using Rufus. The first file we need is the Kali Linux ISO. Think of an ISO as a perfect digital copy of the operating system ready to be burned onto a USB drive. Head over to the official Kali Linux website, kali.org. Never download Kali from a third-party site. Always get it from the source to avoid malware. Download the installer image. This is the standard version for installing directly onto a PC. The download might take a while as the file is several gigabytes. While that's downloading, let's grab our next tool. To get that ISO file onto our USB drive in a way that a PC can boot from it, we need a special tool. We're going to use Rufus. Go to rufus.ie and download the latest portable version. It's free, lightweight, and incredibly reliable. Once you download both files, open Rufus. Plug in your USB drive, and Rufus will automatically detect the drive. Click Select and choose the Kali Linux ISO you downloaded. Partition scheme. This is where MBR versus GPT comes in. This determines how your computer's firmware talks to the operating system. MBR, this is the older standard. If your computer is older or set to use legacy BIOS mode, you should choose MBR GPT. This is the modern standard for any computer made in the last 8 to 10 years that uses UEFI. You should choose GPT. Now it will do its magic. It'll write the ISO to the drive and make it bootable. This will take a few minutes. Windows Defender or other antivirus tools can sometimes interfere with downloading or writing the ISO to USB. As you can see, some files are being quarantined while the ISO is being written to the USB. This will affect your installation when you start the Kali Linux installation to your PC. Now, for the exciting part, safely eject the USB from Windows and plug it into the PC you want to install Kali on. Restart that PC as it's booting up. You need to press a key to enter the boot menu or UEFI settings. This key is different for every manufacturer. It's usually F12, F2, F10, escape, or delete. Spam that key as soon as you restart. You should see a menu that lets you choose a boot device. Select your USB drive from the list. It might be called UEFI, your USB brand, or just your USB brand. Your computer will now boot into the Kali Linux installer. You'll see a menu. Select the top option, Graphical Install. Now, we'll follow the on-screen installer. It's very straightforward. Select language, choose your preferred language. Select your country and region, and then configure the keyboard. Choose your keyboard layout. Enter a name for your machine. Set Domain name, usually optional. Leave blank if not using. Create a user. Recent Kali versions use a non-root user by default. Provide full name, username, and a strong password. Don't use common/simple passwords. Now, this is a crucial step, partitioning disks. If you're installing Kali Linux as the only operating system on this computer, the easiest option is to select Guided, use entire disk. The next screen will ask you which disk to partition. Select your main hard drive. Then you'll be asked about the partitioning scheme. You can leave this on the default, all files in one partition. Next, we reach the software selection screen. This is where you choose the desktop environment and tools that come pre-installed with Kali. Kali gives you several desktop options, each with its own look and performance. Let's quickly go over the main ones so you can pick what's best for your system. XFCE is Kali's default desktop environment. It's lightweight, fast, and stable. It works perfectly on older or low-spec PCs and runs smoothly in virtual machines. If you're not sure which to choose, go with XFCE. It's what most Kali users, including professionals, use day to day. Then there's KDE Plasma, beautiful and super customizable. You can tweak almost everything: panels, effects, themes, and workflows. It feels similar to Windows 11 in some ways, so it's a great choice if you want familiarity and eye candy. Now, here's why I mentioned Windows Defender earlier, because ignoring those warnings can cause your bootable USB creation to fail silently or corrupt the installation media. If you ignore that warning, Defender might quarantine or block parts of the file without telling you clearly. This is why it has failed here. Just wanted to show you this. So now I have to disable the Defender and recreate the USB, and we'll fast forward to the part where it failed. This time, no errors. Back to the part where it failed. Let us continue. Once you've made your selection, click Continue, and the installer will copy all the necessary files and set up your chosen desktop. This part can take anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes, depending on your PC speed. And there you have it. Your PC should now boot directly into the sleek new Kali Linux login screen. Enter the password you created during your installation, and you're in. Welcome to your new Kali Linux machine. The default desktop environment is XFCE, which is lightweight and fast. but I installed KDE myself. From here, the world of cybersecurity and ethical hacking is at your fingertips. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Only use these tools on systems you own or have explicit permission to test. If this helped, smash the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss future Linux tutorials. Thanks for watching, and catch you in the next one.